Today's video is brought to you by the cowboy hat I keep in my car. Hi friends. New location unlocked. I'm wearing a denim jacket, but it's literally 95 degrees in Florida. But I was at the library earlier and I was actually able to pick up a museum pass. So if you haven't been to your local library, a lot of them will have passes to museums and like just fun activities to do in your area so that you can go for free. So if you haven't checked that out at your local library, I highly recommend it. And yeah, what else is new? Today we are having the ultimate cozy bookish day. So I just got out of Publix. I picked up a bunch of pumpkin related things. I got pumpkin puree, cinnamon, pumpkin pie spice, and muffin tins. So we're gonna make pumpkin muffins when we get home. Later we are going to get a pumpkin flavored drink from Dunkin' and head over to TJmaxx, and I'm gonna get some decor for my room. But yeah, we'll just see where the day takes us. So thanks for following along, y'all. Hello friends, I'm back home. The kitchen is ready to go. The muffins are ready to be made. I live with another person, so I'll see you guys when the muffins are done, because filming in front of other people makes me nervous. Oh, Gabby, where did you get this beautiful muffin? Did you get it at a bakery or something? Or like Panera? No, I made it myself. Doesn't it look so good? Taste test. I definitely could have added more like pumpkin pie spice. I did think it was weird that the recipe called for, it was almost like 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, but only like 3/4 of a teaspoon of the other spices. So next time around I'll definitely add more spices, but it's good. It tastes like pumpkin. I like it. Now we're gonna head to tjmaxx and I am going to get some fall decor. I definitely need a blanket. I want to get a candle, but I'm really sensitive to smell, So it literally has to smell like exactly right in order for me to buy it. And then I also want to get maybe like a little ghost ceramic little thing. That would be super cute. I also saw that some TJMaxx's have Snoopy sheets, but they might be expensive. I'm only trying to spend like $50 at TJMaxx, so we'll see what they have. But okay, let's go. I want a t-shirt that says I survived Miami traffic. We got a pumpkin cream cold brew. Stir her up. They put cinnamon on top and it smells so freaking good. I also have a tiny bit of a headache. I don't know if it's from like, anyway, I don't know if it's from like tension, like jaw tension or mouth tension or something, or if it's like related to the fact that I haven't had any caffeine today or not enough water, or you know, there's always a million reasons. But very good. Delicious. Worth the $5 I spent. I don't understand why coffee keeps just getting more and more expensive. But fun fact about me, an unpopular opinion, I don't really love walking around a store drinking a beverage because I'm someone who needs to touch everything I see, and I can't really touch it if I'm holding a beverage. So I thought, while I drink my drink, this would be a good time to introduce myself to those of you who don't really know me. Maybe this is your first video of watching me. I also don't really say I haven't really said a lot about myself in my other videos, so I figured now would be a good time. So hi, my name is Gabby. I am 22 years old. I live in Miami, Florida, and I love to read. My favorite genre is probably fantasy at the moment. It flip-flops between fantasy and romance, so romantasy, if you will. My favorite trope is enemies/rivals to lovers. And then my second favorite trope is the "it's always been you" trope. So it's like either A, I thought you hated me this whole time, I've always loved you, or what do you mean, Georgia, I've loved you since the day I saw you. My favorite book of all time is Pride and Prejudice. My favorite movie is the adaptation of Pride and Prejudice with Keira Knightley. In case you didn't know, it's one of the only book to movie adaptations with direct dialogue from the book. I love it. I watch it multiple times a year. It was the only reason I was able to pass chemistry in college, because I would watch it while studying to prevent myself from crying because I didn't understand chemistry at all. I don't know what else to really say about myself. I also really like, other genres that I like are sci-fi. I also love time travel fiction. I'm really in like a time travel mood lately. What else? Oh, tropes I don't like. There's not many. Yeah, I don't really know. This is like when you do an icebreaker and you're like, I actually know absolutely nothing about myself. I've never existed more than a day as a person. I quote SpongeBob excessively. And that's pretty much all I can think of. Oh, I am Hispanic, Puerto Rican. Cheers to all my fellow Puerto Ricans. And I think that's all the facts I know about myself. So I guess you'll get to know my personality as we continue on through these videos. But I'm happy you're here. Thanks for being friends. tour. I have a lot of things to show you. So we'll start with the biggest item. Snoopy blanket. It has Snoopy and Woodstock and fall colors. It's queen size and it's so soft. And I'm gonna throw it in the washer right after I finish filming this so that I can put it on my bed immediately. The next thing I got is also for my bed. Part 2, more exciting Snoopy things. This one is more Halloween themed. It's Snoopy on top of a pumpkin, and Woodstock is on top of him. This is what it will look like on the bed. Super cute. And the last fall thing I got is a candle. It is called Apple Picking. It is by Leo Ben Company, poured in Huntington Beach, California. And it smells really fresh and just yummy. It's vegan soy wax blend, but it smells delicious. So I will be putting this on the bookshelf to burn. The next few things are practical things. I got more satin pillowcases because I only have 2. So I wanted to make as many pillowcases as I can satin because I don't always wear my bonnet to bed. I want to make sure my hair looks nice. I got some more bath towels. These are just blue. They were on clearance. And then the last thing I got isn't necessary, but it is very useful, and it is a Q-tip dispenser. It looks just like a toothpick dispenser, but it's for Q-tips. So that's going to come in really handy. But yeah, I spent probably like an hour and a half inside of TJmaxx just browsing and picking up and putting things back and convincing myself I didn't need to buy 6 times the amount of things I bought. They have a lot of cute fall and Halloween decor. But yeah, you know, I tried to buy things that are going to last me a really long time. So the larger blanket will last, it's for fall, but it'll go through any season because it's pretty neutral. And then the sheets are very Halloween, but they'll last me September, October, and I'll probably carry Halloween into November. So that'll be nice as well. But yeah, we just got home. I realized I failed to mention earlier that my cozy fall day started after work on Friday. So it's already very late in the day. It's almost, oh no, it actually is. It's past 9 o'clock now. So for the rest of the night, I'm probably just gonna shower and get in bed. I'm kind of tired. I'm gonna throw my sheets in the wash and hopefully they'll be done within the next like hour and a half. And I can actually put them in my bed tonight, but if not, we'll just do it tomorrow morning together. So I'll probably continue the vlog into tomorrow. And yeah. See y'all on the flip side. Hello friends, so today is now Sunday. We started this on Friday, but yesterday I was just living my best life, just being a girl in the world. So yeah, but I was able to go to Goodwill and I hauled like 10 books. So we're gonna go through these together. This book is Hannibal by Thomas Harris, and I know it's a spooky movie. I'm planning on adding it to my fall/October TBR. And basically what happens is that Hannibal was a convicted killer. He spent time in a prison, but he has escaped custody, and one of his victims is seeking revenge. So I believe the story goes from there. So I'm excited about that. Then, again, in the spooky realm, there is And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. I have been told that, oh, Queen of Mystery. Okay, slay, queen. So yeah, that's kind of all I need to say about that. It says on the back, the world's best-selling mystery. So yeah, again, I don't really know what this is about, but spooky October fall read. Then we have The Superior Person's Book of Words. This is by Peter Bowler, and this is literally just like essentially a dictionary of all these words that make you seem so pretentious. And I just thought it would be a cute decorative coffee table book, so there's that. And then I have The Giver by Lois Lowry. If you watched my reading blog, my first reading blog, you will have seen that I convinced my boyfriend to get back into reading, and he was reading Percy Jackson and The Lightning Thief. And so we were having a chat the other day, and he was like, yeah, I think for my next book I'll read The Giver. And I was like, your next book? I didn't think there was gonna be more than one. So when I saw this at the thrift store, I had to pick it up because I figured if he doesn't buy it for himself, then he probably won't read it. But yeah, so I got that. Next is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. If you watched my September TBR, which was, I think it was Random Number Generator Picks my September TBR, I had selected The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn for my TBR, and I only had the junior version because it was from like my high school English teacher had it on his shelf, blah, blah, blah. This is the full version unabridged. It was previously owned by Michael M. and has a bunch of tabs and little notes. There was another version that had no tabs, no notes, but I thought this was really fun because then I'll be able to see, I don't know, what I assume is a high schooler's point of view on this book. Then we have Angels and Demons by Dan Brown. I read earlier this year The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown, and I loved it. And this is the first book that we get to see Robert Langdon. So it's in, what do you call it? It's an interconnected series, but it's not in order, so it's not chronological. So you don't have to read this before The Da Vinci Code, but it has the same main character Robert Langdon from that book as well. And I really enjoyed the idea of a mystery, but in this sense where he's a cryptologist, so he's kind of figuring out the puzzle as you're reading, so you get to kind of figure it out in real time together. And I really liked that aspect of The Da Vinci Code, so I have high hopes for Angels and Demons. But yeah, this says #1 New York Times bestselling. Oh no, that's for the other book. Oh, I'm sorry, he's a symbologist, not a cryptologist. Excuse me. Then we have Bridge to Terabithia. This is a, I think, middle grade novel, but I've never read it, and I've never seen the movie, and every time somebody talks about the movie, they say it made them cry. And this is only not even 200 pages, I don't think. Yeah, 191 pages, so this will be a super quick read, but I'm excited because then I could watch the movie after this and see if it holds up. Then I have Gulliver's Travels by Jonathan Swift. This was just, something that I kind of perused upon. This was just something I happened upon, and I was like, well, it's a classic, so I'm gonna buy it. And it also matches the same Penguin Classics theme as my edition of Pride and Prejudice, so I figured I could add to my collection, and I've never read it. Again, I also think there's a movie. This was unintentional that I kept picking books that also have movies, but I just saw Penguin Classic, and I thought why not have as many classics as possible? So I picked it up as well. Mind you, all of these books from Goodwill were $1, and the hardcover was, I think, $2, so if you are in search of new books, check out your local thrift store first. Then we have Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Again, just another classic. This is actually the Barnes & Noble's edition, which I think is a lot cuter than the Penguin Classics version of Wuthering Heights. And again, $1. So are you kidding me? I've also heard that this is very, very, very good. If you liked Pride and Prejudice and you like Jane Austen's writing, that you'll like Emily Bronte's writing. And I have also seen that this book is really quotable. I've seen a lot of Wuthering Heights quotes lately, and I don't know if that's because my phone is listening to me or because it's just a really good book, so we'll see. And then the last one I have is The Good Shepherd by C.S. Forester. This is, I believe, a World War II historical fiction. Yes, World War II and naval warfare. Yeah, so this is very cool. This is about Commander George Krause. Oh, what is it? Oh, okay. So this is a World War II historical fiction novel, and it is basically this submarine captain has to deliver supplies to, I assume, aid American soldiers, And in order to get the supplies where they need to go, they have to pass through this essentially like a blockade of German submarines. And again, another book that's also a movie. It's a Greyhound. Interesting. Starring Tom Hanks. Wonderful actor. So I guess this ended up going from being a book haul to just a bunch of books that are also movies. But yeah, so that's my haul. I picked up, let's see, how many books did we get in one sitting? One of these is not like the others because I already owned it. Where's Pride and Prejudice? I'm just a girl in the world. Oh my lord. I'm dropping everything. Okay, wait. Is it really a book haul if I don't drop all the books? Okay. I got it. Oh my gosh. Book haul. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 books, and hardcovers are $2 and the rest is $1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, $12. 10 books for $12. So, oh my gosh. So if you're looking for new books, definitely check out your local thrift store. Check out your local library. My library is having a continuous book sale for books that are just, they either have multiple copies of it or they're just trying to get rid of because they're a little bit older. And it's $1 for paperbacks and $2 for hardcovers, and you can only pay cash. So every time I have cash, I'm like, okay, going to the library. Who needs to buy a lottery card when you can go to the library instead? But anyway, that was my book haul. And then I think to finish off this vlog, when I make dinner tonight, I am making a Olive Garden copycat zuppa toscana. And that's always super delicious and very cozy. Let's just get something straight right now. I live in Florida. There's no such thing as like the fall, winter, chilly, cozy vibes. The most chilly, like the coldest I get, is when my fan is on in my room plus the AC. So I like to wear sweaters indoors, and I love to embody this cozy theme, which is why we have my apple picking candle going. I also have, oh my gosh, from Target. This is unrelated. I did not buy this when we were at TJmaxx earlier, but from Target I got this is the Health and Hand with Magnolia collection, and this I believe is the cashmere. Oh, okay, the sticker doesn't come off. I believe this is the cashmere scented candle. It is so delicious. It smells like you just did laundry, but also like kind of like how a hotel smells. So good. But yeah, so I'll circle back with y'all when I make dinner later, and if anything else comes up that I do that seems to be especially cozy, I'll let y'all know. But for now, I am going to read for a little bit and see you guys later. Friends, as you can see, we've made our soup. We've changed our sheets into our cozy Snoopy Halloween themed sheets, and I'm wearing a Snoopy shirt, which coincidentally I did not get in my tjmaxx run. I just owned this. And so to finish out the video, I thought I'd give you guys a rapid fire list of all of the books that are on or I would like to be on my fall TBR. So books I already own that I want to add to my fall TBR are If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nolan, which is a romance, and I've heard that it is very good. I've heard that it also makes people cry. But honestly, I kind of mark it as a fall read because the cover is like this navy blue, and a high school romance is always something to cuddle up with and make fun of on a rainy or a chilly fall day. Persuasion by Jane Austen. I love Pride and Prejudice. It's my favorite book of all time. And I've been wanting to dive into a classic, and my brain just associates classics with fall and winter and coziness, so there. And then Shatter Me by, I'm not going to say the author's name because I don't want to mess it up, but I was just gifted a copy, and I've heard really good things. I've heard that that series is amazing, and what better time to read than fall. Like I said, I don't know if I said it in this video, but I have a few things coming up in October. I'm getting my wisdom teeth out, so I will have a lot of time to read, and I'm also going on vacation, so again, lots of time to read, plus with November and December, tons of time. And then books that I don't own yet but that I would like to add and buy is The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I hear Riley Sager is like an amazing thriller mystery author. I want to get a physical copy of Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross because I read it on Kindle Unlimited and I loved it. So I want to get a physical copy. I'm not sure if the paperback is out yet. I think this might be only the hardcover. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I want to read Magnolia Parks, the first book by Jessa Hastings. I want so badly the original cover. No, nothing's wrong with the new cover. Nothing. It's fine. But the original cover is so beautiful. The only problem is that it's going for literally like $45, $60, $70 on the internet, which is insane. But everyone loves the Magnolia Park series that I watch on BookTube, so time to try it out. The Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I've heard amazing things about this series as well. I've heard it's chronically readable. I've heard that it is just so good that you, number one, you don't want to put the individual books down, but that you need to speed through the series because it's just so amazing. I also heard that Jennifer Lynn Barnes wrote the Inheritance Game series. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I've heard that that's really good as well, so maybe I can add that too. Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. I watch Heather, and Heather says it's amazing, and she said, if you're going to give Pregnancy Trope a try, read Out on a Limb. So Heather, I'm trusting you, girl. And then Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I don't know why I didn't write the author. Again, I've heard it's really amazing, and I've been wanting to pick it up. I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Hartman. I was actually on Instagram, and I saw this bookstagrammer say that it was like a really wonderful, beautiful book, and I was like, okay, you convinced me. I'll add their at on the screen somewhere. The Factory by Hiroko Oyamada. I have heard that this is an amazing, basically I've heard all of these are amazing, but anyway, The Factory is about all of these people that I think they only work in a factory and they have no exposure to the outside world, so it's like a commentary on like what makes us human and the mundanity of our daily lives. I'm not sure if that's true, might be a lie, but I heard it's good. Artemis by Andy Weir. I love anything that Andy Weir writes. Auto-buy author. I saw that he has another book out that I hadn't read. Auto-buy. I'm gonna try and buddy read it with my friend, but we're both insanely busy, so we'll see how that goes, but I'll keep you updated. Happy Place by Emily Henry and Book Lovers by Emily Henry. If you watch my August wrap up, I loved Beach Read. I liked people we meet on vacation. It only makes sense to continue. Fractal Noise by Christopher Powlin. This is a science fiction book. I'm not exactly sure what it's about, but the cover was beautiful. I remember reading the blurb and it kind of gave me like Project Hail Mary X Interstellar vibes. So yeah. Babel by R.F. Kang? Not sure. I'm really interested in the concept of the Tower of Babel biblically, and I've heard that this is a really, really long book, but that if you're able to get through it, it's fantastic. A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. Again, I love Divine Rivals, so time to read her backlog. Billy Summers by Stephen King. I've been really into time travel lately, time travel fiction, and Billy Summers, I believe, has to do with time travel. I think he's an assassin as well. Not quite sure. I might be conflating these two books. There might be another time travel book by Stephen King, but it doesn't matter. Either way, good reviews. And then I want to reread Twilight because duh. And I also want to read Midnight Sun. My relationship with Twilight is embarrassing. I read all of the books when I was younger, and I watched the movies, and originally I was so cringed out by them, but the older I get, the more obsessed with them I get. And so my best friend and I have this tradition of just binging all of them at once, like once a year. So that will be happening. And yeah, that's all I have for y'all. So with that, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you guys want to see so I can make more of those kinds of videos. Share this video with your friends. Follow me on Instagram at Books with Bloom. If it is your first time here, thank you for being here. So glad you stayed to the end. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.